know that there's nothing in the water, but you're like,
because you're a little bitch. Still are.
Yeah,
fuck you.
Absolutely a little bitch. After that comes Running Man in 87.
We were talking about that.
Yeah, based on his 82 Richard Bachman book.
Yeah, I was just about to say that was the one he changed his name.
Well, there were a few Bachman books. There was The Rage, there was The Long Walk, there was The Running Man, there was...
Regulators.
Thinner. Regulators came later, but he did write it under the Bachman pseudonym.
Which I also want to bring up. I want to bring up the writing under a different character. It works
in the dark half. Yeah.
It works because I was a couple of different people on Facebook. You know, like Bob Jovi. I'll admit it. And I got to write. I got to write shit not attached to me whatsoever. Like I'm playing a character I'm writing. So I kind of like. When I was doing that, I was like, "This is probably what Stephen King felt." Well, on a grander scale, I have like 80 friends on Bob Jovi, but whatever. But I totally understand like doing it under a different name because you can write shit that
it's not connected to you.
Well, it is connected to him because he's a famous writer. But
I guess maybe like in a placebo sort of way, you can be like, "Oh, this has no effect on me. I can say whatever I want."
Yeah, you can say. But we're going to do this a bunch of times, and it's not nothing.
Oh my god!
Really? No.
Next, so The Running Man came out in 87, and the next one was Pet Sematary in 89.
Thank you, Randy.
I'm just saying. No, I'm just okay. Yep, you're right.
Go to commercial. So Pet Sematary, like I loved it as a kid, but man, has time dulled the edge of that fucking blade.
I don't know. That movie still creeps me out.
Yeah, there's a lot to like about it.
I'm drinking the worst beer ever, by the way. Go ahead.
Fred Gwynn is still great.
Yeah,
and Little Gage is creepy as fuck.
Are you gonna say the lead is weak?
Yes, both of the leads are incredibly weak, and. The
dying or the
Zelda,
yeah,
she's still creepy.
Yeah, that is creepy.
Still creepy. But Dale Midkiff or whatever the fuck his name is, and the chick from Star Trek: The Next Generation were bad choices for the leads. They did not do well. After that comes Tales from the Dark Side, the movie in 1990.
Good anthology.
His Cat from Hell short story makes an appearance in the middle of that. That story was from 1977. Then after that comes Graveyard Shift, which we'll be talking about tonight, based on his 1970 story. And after that is Misery.
Excellent.
Rob Reiner's next time in the director's chair, second time in the director's chair for a Stephen King film, based on the 1987 book. It's good. It's really great.
The book or the movie?
Both.
Okay.
But obviously the book is better.
But Kathy Bates' performance, Jesus Christ.
Bates and...
Get on the mic, you son of a bitch.
Hey, shut up.
Bates and James Caan carry the film, and obviously because they're like, they're the only characters in it, but yeah.
But their performances are outstanding.
I just realized that you aren't even... The year you're in, was it 1990?
Yeah.
There's so much left. Will you please hurry?
Well, we told you this might be a longer one. We even said that last week.
Fuck, dude. All right. Well, I'm supposed to have like 20 people over in just like an hour.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Come on.
I can't even find 20.
Of course you can't. You're the most unorganized person.
I know, like, for me, how OCD you are. Your organization skills.
You know what?
He's so OCD. He's so OCD that he has to write it.
I whipped this shit up like while you were cleaning your house for your damn party. I can't.
And it's fresh on your mind then, so you should be all set.
I can't find 19, but next after that is Sleepwalkers. That was an original screenplay. It's not like based on any of his stories. He just wrote that for Mick Garris to make a movie out of, and it's not very good. After that is The Dark Half.
We covered it with Romero.
Yeah, Romero in the director's chair that time. Then Needful Things, which was originally supposed to be for television, but
it feels like a television movie.
I love it though. I think it's really great. Max von Sydow's portrayal of Satan is just, it's like one of the best ones ever. After that is what most people consider to be the best Stephen King movie.
The Dead Zone?
The Shawshank. The Shawshank Redemption, which came out in 1994, and The original was from different seasons in '82.
A great movie, but it's one of those that I'll never
coming
watch.
right out of the dark half when he went to he got cleaned up and all that shit. But he already wrote that before that.
Yeah,
right.
It's a great movie, but it's one of those that I just probably never need to watch again.
Oh, I still watch it. Probably every couple of years or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just it's a great film. All the performances are great. It's really well written. It's just incredibly overrated. I don't even want to say it's incredibly overrated.
Like The Green Mile.
Yeah, it's like Tombstone or Braveheart, or it's just one of those movies that people take like way too seriously and rate way too highly.
Because it's a very touchy subject,
I guess. Yeah, nobody wants to go to prison. Next is The Mangler, which we'll be talking about tonight. And then after The Mangler, in 95 came Dolores Claiborne, same year as The Mangler.
That one I've never seen.
With Dolores, the return with Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates coming back. Mm-hmm. Dolores Claiborne is really good.
There's very beautiful cinematic stuff in that movie.
The book is great. The movie's really good too.
Yeah.
Next is another one that we'll be covering tonight, Thinner, which is I find it to be really underrated.
Yeah. After watching it, yes, I thought the same thing.
Thinner from '96, based on his Richard Bachman book from '84. Interestingly enough, I read that book like super, super young. I was probably 9 or 10 when I read Thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
The first King book that I read was It, right before that.
Mine was Skeleton Crew, like all the way through.
I think mine was Needful Things.
And then after Thinner, he did Night Flyer, which most people haven't even seen.
Manuel, what's his name?
Miguel Ferrer.
Miguel, he just died like 2 years ago.
No, just this year.
It sucks that he died like right before they started doing the Twin Peaks stuff. So I don't even know if
he was also.
This stuff's filmed.
I think he was also in The Stand, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was in The Stand. He was also one of the only actors to do more than one episode of Tales from the Crypt.
Oh, yeah.
Along with Michael Ironside. After Night Flyer comes Apt Pupil in '98.
You said you loved.
I love Apt Pupil. I think it's fantastic.
I thought it was good, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it in my top 10.
I would. King. I'm actually going to read my top 10 Stephen King after we get done.
Fine. I'm not going to do a top... Well, that's funny you can do a top 10 of that, but you can't do a top 100 of horror movies.
Well, it's probably easier.
I did a top 10 horror movies.
Yeah, we'll see. We don't even know that's true either.
After Apt Pupil is The Green Mile in '99. Yeah, it's good, but the ending of it is just so sappy and stupid. Oh, I found number 19. It was The Lawnmower Man.
Oh, well, that's...
I have it, written off to the side here.
Well, that's, he took his name off of that.
He did. He sued to have his name removed.
We started to talk about that.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Yeah, it's a King film in name only. So... after Green Mile, I remember distinctly, this is where I was like, man, Stephen King movies are kind of starting to get stupid. Because after The Green Mile is Hearts in Atlantis, which was
never seen it.
Not too great.
Yeah, with Anthony
Hopkins. And after that is Dreamcatcher, which was not too great.
No, the ending was retarded.
Yeah, it starts off good. Like the first hour of Dreamcatcher, pretty solid.
Yeah, there's a part in the movie, I was watching it with someone who read the book, and I didn't read the book, but he picks up a phone, and nothing's there, and he's talking, and I was like, what the fuck? She's like, you'd have to read the book.
Right.
But they don't even, explain in the movie. He starts talking to someone on a fake phone, with his hand. I was like, what the fuck? They didn't explain it in the movie, so it was just really dumb.
Yeah, and then after Dreamcatcher is another one that's not so great, Secret Window in '04, based on his '90 book.
Yeah, starring Johnny Depp.
Yeah, the Johnny Depp one. And then after that is Riding the Bullet, which is not very good.
Arquette. Things in that, David Arquette.
Yeah.
And, did you even include Quicksilver Highway?
No, that's in TV.
Oh, okay. It was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then after that is 1408.
I liked it.
Which I heard people say
it's all right.
When I went to the haunted room in Chicago, I was planning on watching that, but it was creepy enough to not even have to watch a stupid fucking haunted hotel room.
And then after that comes The Mist.
Fucking excellent movie.
Awesome. And then since The Mist came out in '07, I don't think there's been another theatrical Stephen King film.
Not yet. This year there's going to be 2, though.
Yeah, we're getting It and The Dark Tower this year. Mm-hmm. So now we move on to TV stuff. And there's Salem's Lot in '79.
Just name these off.
Yeah, Salem's Lot in '79, based on the '75 story. It from 90 and the 86 story, it's not great.
Nope.
Sometimes they come back in 91 and 74. The Golden Years, which I completely skipped. It was an original screenplay for TV. Tommy Knockers, 93
Not
on
great.
TV, 87 book, not good. The Stand, I'm just going to say that nothing that was ever on TV after Salem's Lot was any good.
Yeah,
so.
there was a bunch of shit like Langolier, like in that era right there.
Like, so The Stand came out in 94, and that's crap. And Langoliers came out in 95, and that's crap. And The Shining, and then there was Trucks, and then...
Oh, God, Trucks.
Yeah, Quicksilver Highway, then Storm of the Century and Rose Red, which were both original screenplays. Those
Storm of the Century I didn't think was too bad.
I heard Rose Red was okay.
They're both not good.
No? Okay.
Then there's the Carrie TV adaptation. The second time that Carrie had been adapted, but not...
And that's the one with Angela Bettis, right?
Yeah, actually, I forgot that there was that Carrie adaptation after The Mist.
Oh, yeah, with Chloe Grace Moretz.
Well, then
Yeah.
also you're talking about Trucks, and there's another second adaptation that you just mentioned. Oh, The Shining. The Shining, Trucks,
Yeah.
and that were second adaptations.
Yep, and then Diary of Ellen Rimbauer, which is like a prequel to Rose Red. Kingdom Hospital, which he adapted from
TV series.
Lars von Trier's Danish TV series.
Yeah, that was fucking trippy as fuck.
Yeah, the Kingdom is even better. The Lars von Trier.
No, that's what I was talking about.
Oh yeah, okay.
When you rented them in at Family Video, you didn't have to rent individual cassettes.
Right.
It just came in one thing. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm doing that.
Then Salem's Lot, second time
second
for
adaptation
Salem's
of that.
Lot with Rob Lowe, not good.
I could just guess that.
Then Desperation, Nightmares and Dreamscapes,
Man.
some Children of the Corn thing that I didn't even know happened.
Wow.
Something called Haven that I don't know what that is.
I've heard of that. but-
Bag of Bones. I
Not
tried
good.
reading Bag of Bones, and it left me pretty cold. It was really generic. Like, it's just another one of those, this tortured author whose wife died goes somewhere to finish his blah, blah, blah.
Well, you write about what you know, bro.
I can't even count the number of
Sometimes.
times he's written about some author going somewhere to
Yeah,
do
absolutely.
something.
I mean, it's close to home, obviously.
Right, yeah. And then Under the Dome was
Oh, that sucked.
Terrible.
I was
That
so
sucked.
disappointed
terrible.
in that.
The first episode was okay, but it was just like dog
Yeah, the
shit
book was
after that.
amazing.
The book is really great. It's the best thing he's written since the 80s, I would say.
Yeah, the characters in that are just incredible.
And then there's like Big Driver, which was based on one of the short stories from Full Dark, No Stars. And there was that series based on 11/22/63, and I never watched
right.
that.
All right, so do your top 10 Stephen King.
Top
starting
10 Stephen King.
And you have him in order, too. This is
I
crazy.
do.
You should have let us know so we could.
This is going to feel really awkward that he has something in order.
The first is The Shining, and then...
No, you dumbass. You start off 10 to 1.
You want me to start with 10?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
I
honorable...
want some suspense. But
So honorable mentions are Thinner, which we're covering, Needful Things, Maximum Overdrive, Graveyard Shift, and The Mangler.
okay.
Top 10, starting with 10. 10 is Silver Bullet, then Apt Pupil, then Salem's Lot, then Carrie, then Misery, Shawshank, The Mist, Stand By Me, The Dead Zone, and Shining, as cliche as it is, at number 1.
I'll go top 3. I'll go The Mist, Stand By Me, and The Shining.
Good.
Yeah, but I'd see if I could do probably a top 5, and I would say let's go with Misery, Pet Cemetery,
You piece of shit.
Stand By Me, The Mist, and The Shining.
The Mist over Stand By Me?
No, The Mist is number 3. Stand By Me is number 2.
Oh, we have the exact same top 3 then. Okay. All right, so that's Stephen King. He's a cool dude, and he just got blocked on Twitter by Trump. Our
I forgot about that.
snowflake president is blocking one of the greatest.
The greatest,
The greatest
author,
author known to man.
of all time.
I have an affinity toward
Okay.
H.P. Lovecraft.
Poe and Lovecraft, and,
For this time, this
late-
generation.
Yeah, I mean, King is the greatest author of the last 100 years, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his son is following in his
Well,
footsteps.
H.P. was still alive 100 years. 1920s.
Yeah, he was still writing
He was still
in his
alive.
20s.
Yeah.
And Joe Hill's like coming up.
90 years.
Sting,
89 years.
King is the best author since the 70s.
For sure. Yeah. Some people be like, Kuntz is better.
Oh, that's
like, get the fuck out of here.
That's just dumb. That's just someone trying to be contrarian.